Hello, good morning. So this would be our first session for the second quarter opportunity class. Yung next two sessions nito would be next school year na hopefully I would be able to meet you yung live through Gmeet. But for now, eto lang munang recorded video ang papanoorin nyo. Kasi I'm not available at this time, okay, right now. So, dito po class ay after kong i-discuss ang mga naunang slides, meron kayong gagawing activity. This is just to make sure that you have watched this video, na napanood nyo talaga to. Meron akong ipapagawa sa inyo. Hindi naman siya ganun kahirap, letter lang naman isulat nyo, yung sagot nyo. But for you to be able to answer the short quiz, yan, kailangan ay makinig kayo. And another thing is, the short quiz would serve as your attendance kasi hindi tayo sa Gmeet ngayon, so para ma-check ko kung sino yung nag-attend ng klase, nag-listen sa video na to, yun yung may output, okay, sa short quiz natin. Okay, so let's start para mabilis matapos. Okay, so, and we have here the first question. What is the graph of a linear inequality in two variables? So, ano daw ang tawag sa graph of a linear inequality in two variables? Ang tawag po natin do class ay half plane. So, bakit po siya tinatawag na half plane? Diba yung graph ng linear inequality natin? Okay, so ito yung example na coordinate plane natin. Ito yung x-axis, yung y-axis. So, kung meron tayong graph ng linear inequality, etong blue na to, hindi pa yan yung graph niya. Okay, yung graph niya class ay half plane. So, may portion ka na sa shadean. Yung portion na sa shadean mo, ayan, tawag dyan, yan, lahat ng mga points na nasa shaded region na to, kasama yung points on the line, kasi solid line siya, yun ang solution, yun ang solution set na ating linear inequality. So, half plane po class ha, yung graph ng linear inequality in two variables. Hindi siya katulad dun sa linear equation. Ang graph ng linear equation ay straight line. Okay, pero pag tinanong sa inyo is, what is the graph of a linear inequality in two variables? Your answer would be, it is half plane. Okay, it is a half plane. So, let's go to the next question. In graphing linear inequality, what is the line that separates the plane? So, eto, ano daw ang tawag sa line na to? Yan. Yan yung sa next slide. Ano daw ang tawag dun sa line na yon? So, ang tawag natin sa line na yon, draw ko siya ulit dito ha. Ito. Yan. Ito natin siya. Yan. Ano daw ang tawag sa line na to? Ang tawag sa line na yan is, it's a plane divider. Plane divider kasi siya yung nag-separate ng two portions ng plane natin. Hinati niya yung plane natin, di ba? Kaya ang tawag sa graph ay half plane kasi kalahati ng plane. So, ang naghati ng plane, plane divider. Okay? So, next. Which of the following is a linear inequality in two variables? When we say linear class, ang kanyang exponent lang na makikita dyan ay 1. Exponent ay 1. So, check nyo muna. Ito may 2 na exponent, so hindi na pwede to. Okay? Inequality. So, ibig sabihin, ang symbols nyo for this, pwedeng greater than, less than, greater than or equal, less than or equal, or yung not equal. Okay? So, eto, tanggal na kasi equal siya, so equation yan. Yan. In two variables, so you should have your x and your y, or pwedeng any variables, basta two variables, kasi linear inequality in two variables. Yung letter C mo, walang variables. So, automatic, ang sasagot natin dyan is yung letter A. Okay, so letter A would be our correct answer. Next, if the given inequality is greater than or less than, yung symbol na gamit niya, the graph of the boundary line is a broken or a dashed line. So, kapag ka daw greater than or less than, yung makikita yung symbol sa linear inequality in two variables na given, ang graph daw nun, yung boundary line niya, yung plane divider daw niya ay broken line or dashed line. So, is this true or false? So, our answer for this is true. So, kanina, okay, ayan, dito, solid line siya, right? Ibig sabihin, ang kanyang linear inequality symbol na gamit dito ay greater than or equal, less than or equal. But since it's shaded below, so alam na nating less than or equal yan. Shaded below siya. Shaded below the line. So, less than or equal yan. If it's shaded above, it's greater than or equal. So, emphasize natin yung may or equal. Kapag ka may or equal, solid line. Pero kapag ka, sana yun? Kapag ka broken or dashed line yan, and ibig sabihin ay greater than or less than. Okay, so, true yan. That is true. So, for greater than or less than, ang makikita nyo, plane divider niya, dashed yan. Which means to say that the points that are on this line, on this plane divider, ay hindi kasama sa solution set. So, kung magsa-shade ka above, so etong shaded portion lang, mga points na nandyan, ang kasama sa solution ng linear inequality natin. Yung nasa line mismo, ito, hindi na kasama. Okay? Yan. Next slide. So, here it is an inequality that can be written in one of the following forms. Ano daw ang tawag sa inequality na yon? It can be written in one of the following forms. Either of these forms. So, anong tawag natin dyan? Ang tawag natin, kanina pa natin binabanggit, linear inequality in two variables. Natakpan yung variables. May variables yan dyan. Okay? So, next. Which of the following solutions satisfy the linear inequality in two variables? 2x minus 3y is less than 6. So, ang gagawin nyo dyan, class, sa substitute mo lang yung mga values dito ng x and y coordinates mo. Kung alin dyan ang magbibigay ng true statement, yun ang ating isasagot. So, let's try letter A. X is 6, so 2 times 6 minus ang y ay 1. Bakit minus? Minus 3 times 1 is less than 6. Tingnan natin kung true. 12 minus 3 is less than 6. 12 minus 3 is, what is 12 minus 3? That's 9. 9 is less than 6. It is false. So, hindi natin to isasagot. Okay, letter B. X is 0 naman. So, let's change this to 0. And then, yung y ay negative 5. So, 0. So, mawawala na to. 0 minus, negative times negative maging positive. So, positive 15. So, 0 plus 15 is 15. False ulit siya. So, hindi siya pwede. Letter C, x is 0 pa din. And then, instead of negative 5, 1 na yung y natin. So, negative 3 times 1, that's negative 3. So, here we have negative 3 is less than 6. It's true. Okay, true na siya. So, pwede nang hindi natin gawin yung letter D. So, let's see kung tama. Ayan, letter C. Correct. Tayo dyan. Next. Ayan, here we have Nicole bought 2 blouses. Ang blouses, I will let it to be our X. So, X yung number of blouse. Presyo. Presyo ng blouses to. Price ng blouse. And a skirt Y. Presyo ng skirt ng Y. And paid not more than 335 pesos. When we say not more than, hindi lalagpas sa 335. So, pwedeng equal, pwedeng mababa. So, less than or equal ang gagamitin nating symbol dyan. So, next statement, if a blouse costs 125 pesos, what could be the greatest costs of a piece of skirt? Okay, so, let's have here our equation first. Linear inequality. Set up natin siya. Bumili ng 2 blouses, si Nicole. So, 2 blouses. Presyo ng blouses, hindi natin alam. X nakalagay. Plus, of course, i-add natin yon kasi diba pag magbabayad, to total natin kung magkano lahat ng binili. A skirt, isang skirt lang. So, Y. Hindi 1Y. Okay. Pwede naman 1Y, but the proper way of writing it is Y na lang. So, ang Y, ito yung presyo ng skirt. Not more than. So, less than or equal to 335 yung binayaran niya. Next ay binigay na ang blouse costs 125 pesos. So, ito yung X natin. Substitute lang natin dito. 2 times 125 plus Y is less than or equal to 335. Tinatanong dito ang greatest costs of a piece of skirt. So, yung greatest cost natin dito, class, ay yung pag i-add mo, mag-i-equal siya sa 335 or very close to 335 kasi greatest yung kinukuha natin. So, 2 times 125, this would be 250, right? So, solve natin yung Y. Ito yung presyo ng skirt. So, 335. Nakalagay dito, Y is less than or equal to 335. Yung kukuhanin natin dito, class, yung pinaka-greatest. Okay? So, kasi pwedeng mas mababa dun sa mga kuha natin, pero greatest kasi ang hinihingi. So, we're going to add the opposite of 250 to both sides of our inequality so that we can get rid of it. And we have our value for Y. Y is less than or equal to, so this is 13 minus 5, that is 8. Am I right? And then 2 na lang, so 85. So, ang skirt daw ay less than or equal to 85. Pwedeng mas mababa sa 85. 85 na yung pinakamataas. Okay? Pwedeng mababa sa 85. 85 na yung pinakamataas. So, dahil greatest cost, our answer for this would be 85 pesos. Greatest cost of a piece of skirt. Okay? So, next. I think this one is the last slide before you're going to have the activity. What is the graph of the linear inequality x plus y is less than 2? So, dito kailangan mo lang ng 2 points, diba? So that you can form a line. So, para sa ating plane divider, mag-assign na lang tayo ng values here. So, first, we let x be equal to 0. When x is 0, so 0, we have y is less than 2. Okay, ito ang ginagawa natin to get our ordered pairs. Pinapalitan mo natin ng equal sign yan. So, dito ko na ilalagay ha. X plus y is equal to 2. Pinapalitan mo natin yan. So, ito ay 0 plus y is 2. Y is equal to 2. So, we have our first ordered pair. When x is 0, y is 2. Ayan. And then, mag-let pa tayo ng isa. Let x be equal to, let's say, negative 1. When x is negative 1, ayan, solve natin. Substitute lang. Ayan, we add its opposite to both sides of our inequality. Ito ay 0 na. So, y would be equal to 3. When x is negative 1, y is 3. So, x is negative 1, y is 3. Plot natin to. X is 0, y is 2. Ito yon. So, ni-ready ko na yung Cartesian plane. X is negative 1, y is 3. Ito yon. And it's less than, so therefore, broken line ang gagamitin natin dyan. Broken line siya. Okay? And we can actually use a test point. Say, ito test point natin to. Let's use this as our test point to know kung whether mag-shade tayo above or below. So, that's the ordered pair 0, 0. So, substitute lang natin. 0 plus 0 is less than 2. 0 plus 0 is 0. It's less than 2. It's true, right? So, ibig sabihin kasama ang point na to sa shaded na region. So, therefore, we would shade below. Ayan. We shade below. So, yan na yan ang kanyang graph. Yan ang itsura ng kanyang graph. Okay, so now let's go to your activity. Itong part na to, pwede nyo na siyang i-pause. Itong last slide. Ayan. Ito ay galing sa inyong module. So, on a piece of paper, just choose the letter of the best answer. So, na-cover natin to kanina, but different at sample na siya. So, pwede nyo siyang i-zoom kung isa-screenshot nyo. Ayan, 1 to 5 lang siya. So, just write your name on a piece of paper. Your name, your section. Ayan. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lang naman siya. Hanggang 5. When you're done, you take a picture of it and then you attach it dun sa ating Google Classroom ng opportunity class. Okay, so opportunity class ha, na Google Classroom. So, that's all for today. So, yung remaining time natin, kasi 45 minutes, ilaan nyo dito sa pagsasagot ng inyong quiz, which would serve as your attendance also for first session.